Well, first play of the game, Blake Jurich, who's our starter, goes down, sprained MCL, and he ended up getting cleared a while later, but I just didn't feel right. I even had him run on the sideline. I didn't feel right putting him back in the game. But I'll tell you what, and part of that too is with Mitch. I feel very good about Mitch. He's a competitor, he's a fighter, he's a winner. And I liked what he did, considering he joined our program August the 1st, and his first team snap after the end of camp basically was this week. That was his first team snap, because it was Joe and it was Blake Jurich, and then our other quarterbacks were getting work as well. Malik was. And so we put Mitch in there, and I'm just proud of him. He's a fighter. He did a good job considering the circumstances on the road and whatnot. And I thought our team played very good in the first half. It was 7-7 before they got a long run, and I thought I was really pleased. Turnovers, I think, we didn't have any turnovers, so that was really big. We won the turnover battle, and that's big. That's one of our goals to do. And so thus we had a 7-7 or a 14-7 halftime lead. And I think the second half, it just they wore us down. I think wore us down. There's no Popovich in there. There's no Christian Tago in there. And I'm not an excuse maker, but we got some young guys playing. Willow was in there battling and fighting, and I think our guys played hard, and they did a good job with schemes. And I think that it just got away in the second half, unfortunately, and that's kind of what happened.
Obviously you are playing this season to try to win these last couple of games. But the fact that you got to see Mitch out there and maybe learn something about him that you can maybe incorporate next year, is that a positive that you can take out of this?
Yeah, it is a positive. We got to see Mitch. I've always been a believer in him, and you have quarterbacks, and you see those intangibles that they have, characteristics that just tells you they can cut it during crunch time, and they can come through with plays. And but yet we really didn't. With Joe and Blake and their experience, Mitch really didn't get that chance with the first group. And even though we're bringing him along, and he just joined us in August, maybe if he'd been here in spring, we might have. But baseball, he's playing baseball in the spring, and so you're right. It was really encouraging and an opportunity to be able to see him and see him play and make plays and make some nice runs. And he's a gutsy quarterback, and I'm a believer in that Mitch can play this game for us.
And it seems like anytime he even does anything in practice, the team seems to just get so energized when he does stuff, doesn't it?
He's very well liked. They cheer Mitch, 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 and that goes back to August when he makes plays, and I think they were feeling that, riding that wave, through halftime, and then the second half came, and it just, some things happened, and we just weren't able to execute as well. They did a good job putting pressure on him. We tried some things. We tried to get the ball downfield, and sometimes just didn't have time, and it was tough.
Those fly sweeps were
they got us. They did a good job. They did a real good job with that, and it forces that outside backer, that overhang guy we called, to be real disciplined with his eyes and to do your job and stay home. And a couple times it got away from us.
So Tago obviously did not make the trip. You practiced early in the week. How did that come about?
Christian Tago practiced for us Monday, practiced for us Tuesday, and then the Wednesday night practice, he got a headache and just wasn't feeling good. And it was enough to where the trainers, just during the walkthrough, felt he's not feeling good, and let's send him inside. So he basically went in and lied down the whole practice, and then Thursday morning met with the doctor before we left, and the doctor didn't clear him to play, cleared him to make the trip, but didn't clear him to play. And I just chose, hey, you just need to go rest and recover here. So thus it was a late week illness that popped up that didn't show up earlier in the week.
Any guess as to when that might have happened? Did it happen last game and he just didn't quite
know? I think so. I think it could have. It could have happened last night. I don't know if he can pinpoint when it did. We rely on our players to share, to talk, but he wasn't feeling it. He practiced. He was good to go, and he was good to go Monday. He was good to go Tuesday. The And we just carry on, move forward, and then when the red flag goes up, by all means, we certainly will look at it, and we felt it was better to sit him down, and so thus not make the trip and not play.
What's kind of your message to your team after a game like this? One more to try to find a way to close it out on a better note.
I want the guys to finish strong, and last opportunity, send our seniors out with a win, and I think our guys are fighters and they work hard, and we just want to finish strong and get and switch the direction right now and get something positive, finish on a high note.
At the very least, did you have a little fun out there tonight?
Yeah, it definitely was fun. It was fun getting back out there with these guys, off season and everything, summer ball, fall camp, it's fun. And I just want to thank these guys for trusting in me and believing in me, That means a lot to me, and it goes a long way, and that definitely shows, just makes me want to play harder for these guys.
A week ago, if you had been told you'd basically play the whole game at quarterback, you probably wouldn't have believed him, huh?
Yeah, probably not. Definitely right. Joe's been playing so well recently, and Blake's always been a good guy to rely on. And but my job is just to stay ready whenever they need me. Try and go out there and give them my all for these guys.
What did you see in the passing game, and maybe at the same time, what did you see from the pass defense?
They're a good team. Utah State's a very good team. They got a good defense. They're one of the top teams in the Mountain West, and they proved it tonight. They're good, sound defense. Coaches do a good job preparing them and everything, and they got athletes on the field. They make plays.
Obviously, they probably had almost no preparation for you. I mean, never had no film on you at all.
Yeah.
In the first half, it seemed like that worked in your favor. What do you think they did maybe at halftime that allowed them to adjust and kind of slow you down?
Well, they probably realized, the runs, the keep runs for me were a big part of my game, so they looked like they were keying that a little bit more, trying to take it away from me a little bit more, and that paid off for them in a big way. This first half, we came out, when I got in there, we had some nice drives, ended up scoring. Finished almost scored at the end of the half, but second half, they figured it out. But these guys, we didn't quit. We kept fighting throughout the whole thing. Proud of these guys.
What was this week like, just knowing that it didn't look like Joe was going to play and you were going to have to prepare for as the backup? Because you've been running scout team all year. So what was it like, just kind of getting yourself, really up to speed on the offense a little bit more?
It was fun. It was fun. Scout, my job down there is to give a good look for the defense, and we've had a pretty good defense so far this year. But when they call my number, got to be prepared, and definitely try and prepare more and more for the next week, last week. But I'm just happy that I was able to be given a chance, and I'm just happy and thankful for these guys believing in me.
When the second half, do you feel that they tried to bring more of a pass rush when you were attempting to pass?
Mm-hmm, yeah, passing downs definitely seemed like they were bringing a lot of pressure. Our O-line was holding their own. Our backs were doing their best to pick up bring up the blitz, and they got some athletes. They can make plays. A couple times I thought I was going to break the edge, but they got out there and they make some plays.
For you, in terms of kind of proving that you can at the very least be a package type quarterback that can contribute on this team, how big was that, the fact that you got to finally get out there and show the coaching staff what you can do?
Yeah, it meant a lot to me, and just happy I was able to get out there. I mean, it's been 3 years since I've been in a real football game, but yeah, like you said at the beginning, it was fun. It was fun being out there. Happy got a chance. Disappointed we didn't get the win, but it was fun.
I guess on another personal note, what kind of reaction do you have being the first San Jose State athlete in 18 years to be both a football and a basketball player? Baseball player.
Baseball. I really don't think about that too much. I mean, all my life, some people want to play football or baseball, but growing up, I always told my dad that I wanted to play 2 sports in college. I saw some people do it and never wanted to give up the dream of playing both. So I'm happy these coaches gave me a chance to come back out here this offseason and just prove that I can play at this level.
Kind of what led to you getting onto the football team and deciding that this summer that this is what you wanted to do?
Well, out of high school, I tried to work it out. It just didn't work out, and then baseball came calling, so went the baseball route, and then I just missed it. Kind of approached coaches, just asked Coach Malley, Coach Carragher. Coach Malley's been there. He recruited me out of high school a little bit, so he's been there from the start for me. So he's always a guy that I can trust and go talk to. But I just missed it. I just missed the brotherhood, being out here, the competitiveness, and I'm hoping that'll carry over to the baseball season.
What did it feel like to get in the end zone?
That was a good feeling, I gotta admit. Yeah, that was fun. I missed that.
Those sweeps and all that stuff they were running, how tough were those to defend?
Well, they had a pretty good scheme with the jet sweep, and they had a really good player in JoJo Natson, number 9. Their offensive line also did a really good job of stretching and doing zone blocks. But I thought at times we played it pretty well, but the score doesn't really reflect that always. But we fought to the last minute, and that's really all you can ask for from your team.
You guys were in the game at halftime.
Yeah.
Obviously, Mitch gave the team a little spark, a little energy. At halftime, what were you guys feeling like?
We were in it. I mean, we had them on their toes, and or we had them on their heels, and we felt like we had nothing to lose, and that's how we have to approach every time we come in after half. And unfortunately, things didn't go our way, but I think we fought hard and we fought till the end. That's really all we can ask for.
How much did it hurt? First play of the second half, they break that long touchdown run.
That was unfortunate. It was just a missed assignment. So, after that, we went back to the drawing board, fixed it up, and we didn't really have too many big runs like that from there on out. So, it is what it is, and that's what it is.
What was the first half energy like on the sideline when Mitch kind of was out there and doing his thing? I know he's a guy that even in practice, anytime he does something, he kind of gets everybody excited.
Mitch Ravizza, he has an aura about him. There's a certain charisma about him, and people want him to do well. And I think not a lot of people know that he's a two-sport Division I athlete, and I think we were all very excited to see him out there. And I think Mitch did a great job. I think it was a really good thing for our team when Mitch came in. Unfortunately, Blake, he got dinged up a little in the beginning, but I think he's okay now. And I think that was a good opportunity for our team and a good opportunity for Mitch to get in there at quarterback. And like I said, I think he did a good job.
You played a snap on offense.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And you and Vince. What was that like to get your first snap out?
That was a dream come true. Coming to San Jose State, I wanted to play tight end. I've let that be known to the whole offensive staff all year, kind of kiddingly, jokingly. And Coach Carragher gave me the opportunity, gave Vince and I the opportunity, and I was very thankful for that. And I believe we got the first down on that play, so that was a pretty cool deal.
Going into the last week, is it just kind of going to be about stuff like that, having fun, getting opportunities like that, and just try to find a way to have fun this last week?
Well, when you always have to find something to play for, some reason to do what you're doing intrinsically. And so I think, it's about pride, and it's a rival, San Diego State. We would love nothing more but go down there and give them a good beating down in San Diego, and that's what we're aimed for. And we're going to let this one resonate, but we're going to forget about it tomorrow, and we're going to just move forward.